أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين. الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الكريم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Dear viewers, I'd like to officially welcome you to this exclusive presentation this evening, inshallah, in which we will be hosting our special guest for this evening, Shaykh Yasir Abdul Basit, who has come all the way from Egypt and is the son of the world-renowned reciter of Quran, Qari Abdul Basit Abdussamad. The Shaykh is currently on a 2-week tour of the UK, and alhamdulillah, this evening they have given us the time, inshallah, to participate in this interview. So I'd like to officially welcome Shaykh. Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh, and thank you very much for joining us. Jazakumullah khair. Inshallah, I'd like to begin, Shaykh, by asking you a series of questions put forward from our bloggers and from our viewers. First and foremost, Shaykh, how did you memorize the Quran, and what motivated you to recite the Holy Quran?
First of all, it's the passion and the love of Quran. I inherited this from my father, and I used to imitate him when I was a child. And I used to open the queue of the school every day, almost every day, in the primary and secondary preparatory school. And when I went to the university, I stopped for a few years. Then I wasn't hafiz at this time. I just was knowing some verses, random verses by heart, but not full hifz. Then the motivation came roughly 2001. I went to Umrah. Then I asked, when we go to Kaaba and we stand before Kaaba, we ask Allah questions, and one of the questions was that I wish that Allah give me His words, Quran Kareem. And this happened, alhamdulillah. When I came back, I started to memorize by myself. I finished Baqarah by myself, but I don't advise people to memorize by themselves. They must have a teacher.
No.
Then I met Shaykh Zakaria Juhaini, who used to come to my brother Tariq. Then he tested me in Baqarah, and he was happy, and we carried on till the 27 juz. Then he left to America. Then I completed the Quran with another Shaykh. His name is Shaykh Abdul Nasr. Then I started to learn the 10 qira'at, طيبة النشر, قراءة العشر, for the Imam Ibn al-Jazari, rahimahullah. And the motivation is the wealth, how much wealth you can have when you have the Quran in your heart.
Yeah.
You feel that you're different, you have a value. Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy this happened, and thank Allah.
So, Shaykh, if a student wanted to learn the Quran, to study the Quran, whether that be for tajweed or qira'at, which country or which institution would you recommend for them?
Egypt, Nasr,
That's
the country of Al-Azhar.
MashaAllah. And no other countries besides
Of course,
Egypt?
but I recommend Al-Azhar, Egypt, because but we have Damascus, Syria, and maybe other countries, but I think in Egypt we have quantity of Huffaz al-Quran.
So, Shaykh, I've been to Egypt recently, alhamdulillah. I was honoured to visit Egypt last year. And one of the things I observed was many of the youngsters, many of the youth, alhamdulillah, have the love of the Quran instilled within them. MashaAllah, many of them recite beautifully, many of them recite correctly. So how is the love, or this love of Quran installed in the youth of Egypt?
Because we grow up with it. It's not something new for us. So it's not strange. We teach it for our kids, but we don't force them. But they get the normal studies at normal schools, and beside this, they learn Quran.
So, following on from that, Shaykh, what advice would you give to the young people who are looking to be Hafiz al-Quran?
Same thing that we are doing with our kids. If you are able to send them to a school or to bring a teacher for them at home once a week, that's enough. And the other days they be not by their parents or their eldest brothers, and they give them the time to spend with Quran every day. But don't force them. Don't let them hate it.
Right. No. So
because the Quran is qawlan thaqilan, you know.
So the love of the Quran must come naturally. It must not be forced upon a child.
No way.
Other than reciting, we understand that alhamdulillah you travel all over the world, Shaykh, and alhamdulillah you must be busy with the tours of recitation of Quran you must do. But apart from reciting Quran, is there any other activities you do? Any other work or?
Well, for the last few years, I'm giving most of my time for recitations of Quran. Fridays I go to my mosque, Sayyid Hassan Anwar, and some other day I go to the syndicate of Qurra. And some days I receive some students, but they are fully hafiz. I cannot, start with them from the beginning. And that's it.
MashaAllah. So, Jazakumullah khair. That was Shaykh Yasir Basit, our beloved guest from Egypt, and alhamdulillah we were honoured to ask a few questions to them in relation to the Quran, the recitation of the Quran. So I'd like to thank them for their time. May Allah bless them, and may Allah bless you. Thank you very much for watching, and please keep up to date with us on www.theblessedhub.co.uk, and inshallah we look forward to seeing you in the next presentation. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.